Hello students, hello world. I am Dr. K. I am making this video to teach you all about Connect 4. Well, you already know how to play Connect 4. We play Connect 4 in our classroom. But this video is about the secrets of Connect 4, how to always win at Connect 4. Dr. K, loves Connect 4. So here it is. Connect 4. I'm not going to explain the rules. We know how to play it. The whole concept, the whole idea, the reason that Dr. K loves this game is that this is a solved game. We already know the player that goes first, player 1, the player that goes first, has a huge advantage. The player that goes will always win if they play perfectly. Let me repeat that. The player that goes first will always win if they play perfectly. If you go second, there is nothing you can do to stop player 1 from winning if they play perfectly. You can delay their victory, maybe let them win on their last piece if you do your best, but if they play perfectly, player 1 will always win. So why? Why is that? And how to win if you are player 1? And how to try to stop or delay the victory if you are player 2. So does player 2 have a chance of winning? Yes, sometimes. Only if player 1 does not play perfectly. Okay, let's go over some basic details. So there are six rows. This is the first row. I'm pointing to it right now. That's the first row. Player 1 controls the rows that are odd. So player 1 controls the first row, the third row, and the fifth row. Player 2 is the even player. Just as the number gives it away, the player 2 is the even player. Player 2 controls the rows that are row even. Row 2, row 4, and row 6. So I'm also going to give you two websites that you practice on. Those are my secrets. This is Dr. K giving you his secret of how to get better at Connect 4. I'll put those two websites in the description. The first website is this one right here. Helpful Games, Connect 4. There are 14 levels where you play against the computer. So you see, level 1 is easy and you start. Level 2, it's easy but the computer starts, and so on. It goes all the way to level 14. You could see level 13 and 14 are the most difficult. What's the difference? Level 13, exceptionally hard, and you start. So you are player 1. So you should be able to win. Level 14, exceptionally hard, but the computer starts. Guess what? The computer does not play perfectly in this website. So you can still beat the computer. In fact, in this video, I'll beat both of these levels and I'll show you how. So that's the first website that I talked about, the first website that I mentioned. And I'll put the link in the description. This is the Helpful Games. This is you against the computer, you against artificial intelligence, against AI, 14 levels, and you graduate through them. If you practice this, love, you will be unbeatable in Connect 4. It'll be so boring playing against Dr. K. It'll be just like whoever plays first is going to win all the time. And of course, when you play against other students that don't know this, that haven't done the work, you will more likely always win. Okay, so that's the first website, Helpful Games. The second website is this. This is the Connect 4 Solver, the AI Connect 4 Solver, gamesolver.org. This was done by somebody much more intelligent. This plays perfect AI. So this one here, if you beat it, it's only because you beat it by your last piece. And I'll show you that as well. So when you are player 1 here, when you are player 1 on this website, you are playing against AI that is perfect. So you can only win if you are player 1 and you win and you play perfectly, and you will win with your last piece on the 5th row. Remember, player 1 controls the rows that are odd. So let me repeat that. If you are player 1 and you play against this AI, more likely you will lose, that's fine. But if you get better and you play perfectly, then you will win on your last piece, and it'll be a piece that you put in the 5th row, and that'll correct the Connect 4. If, on the other side, you are player 2 against perfect computer AI, If you are player 2, guess what? No matter what, you've lost. Whether you lose right away or whether you do your best and you put a valiant effort and then you lose on the very last piece that the computer puts. So this is perfect AI. This becomes just training. And this is a magnificent website and it shows you solution every time. So let's start with me. Dr. K plays against this website where the computer does not play perfectly, so there's a chance of winning. Let's play 2 games. Let's play the first game against level 13 where we go first. Okay, let's get it going. Okay, students, so again, we're going to play, this is Dr. K, we are going to play level 13, which is exceptionally hard. We go first, so we think that if we play, we have a chance of winning. Again, we always want to go in the middle as the first opening move. I call that, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, so we go 4. Computer has a choice, they also go 4. I'm already planning my victory to be on the 4th, if possible. If not, then it'll happen on the 5th row. Unlikely that it'll happen on the 1st row when the computer is an advanced player. So let's keep going. Computer is sticking to column 4, so will I for now. And now I'm going to go 5 right here. And that's going to be the first test for the computer. So right now, when I go 5, the computer has to stop me at either end or they will lose because I can't have 3 in a row horizontally with options on each side. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go 7 right now. Let's see where the computer goes. They went here. The computer is the player number 2. The computer is trying to make a victory on the 2nd row. So I'm going to maybe go on top of them here to prevent the connect 4 on the 2nd row. Again, my goal is a victory on the 3rd row. I'm aiming for this right here. Or a connect 4 diagonally like that. So let's see. Let's keep going here for now because I don't want to put a piece 5, 6, and 7. Let's see. We are preventing the computer from winning. Okay, that's a welcome piece for us because now I want to go here. Again, I'm really planning to do a connect 4 right here on the 3rd row. So I don't want to go here right now. I want to leave that as much as possible. Let me go here. I don't want to give the computer a connect 4 option on these sides. This is a very difficult level. We have to stop the computer from winning here. Chances are they're going to win here. And let's go ahead and play 7. And now we have set our trap, so to speak. If we win, our victory is going to happen with the last piece on the 3rd row. Now we have to block. Let me see. Computer has to go here. And now we are, if all fills well, our last victory will be right here on the 5th row. So we weren't able to win on the 3rd row. We definitely weren't able to win on the 1st row. We weren't able to win on the 3rd row. So we're hoping for a victory on the 5th row. Again, this is very difficult. Let's go here. And now this will fill. So if you think about it, everything has been filled. With this row, I go first, I am player 1. I control the first the third, and the fifth. So I go, so it's going to be red, yellow, red, yellow, red will be the victory right here. So I would have won on my last piece. And this is what happens when you play against a very strong player. Again, this is level 13 on this website, so that's very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. And now finally, there's no place to go. Look how close the game is. I'm going to win right here, and it's with player 2 so close to a victory. So that was a nice demonstration of a very, very close victory. This is us. We've won against level 13, which is exceptionally hard. Let's go again. Let's go again. Let's see if we can beat them with our victory coming on the third row this time. Let's try it. One more time. We're going in 4. They go on top. We are continuing to go here. I like to play on the right-hand side. I'm right-handed, but I can also mirror image and play on the left. Let's see where yellow, the computer is yellow. Let's see where they go. Okay, they tried to stop me. Let's try one more time here. Again, it's nothing that I'm memorizing. It's not like I'm memorizing the steps. It's just about seeing what can we do to force our victory here on the third row. Let's try again here. Let's see where they would go. Okay, good piece. Okay, I think the way this is going, I predict that we will win on the third row. We will win. So look how we are seeing steps ahead of time. So the goal is I could make a victory right here on the third row. So the only way I can do this is I have an advantage because I am player 1 and I went first. I'm also going to go 7 right here. I am also going to force the computer to play 7, otherwise they lose. So the computer has to go here. Come on, computer, AI, high level, you have to go here. Stop me. And now, math geniuses, where do I go? Where do I go to force my victory, to set up my trap right here on this row, on the third row? Should I go here? Should I go 6? No, because they'll go on top of me and ruin it. So where I'm going to go is right here at number 5. And by that, I have set up my trap. And now I can grin and know that I have won the game. But I have to play intelligently. I have to prevent them from getting a connect 4 right here. So I have to prevent, remember, the computer is player 2. They control the even rows. So I have to prevent the computer from winning on the even rows. So I'm going to block them right here to prevent that connect 4. And whatever happens, I should not go in number 3. Number 3 is a no-go zone. That's a no-go zone. I want them to go here so that I will go in here to prevent them from getting a connect 4. And now I am pretty much playing patty cake. I am just playing defense. It's like basketball. I'm ahead. I just want to run the clock, run out the clock. Now you might say, "Oh, but Dr. K, what about here? Look, they're threatening a victory. They got a horizontal connect 4 on the 4th row. Like you said, they control the 4th row." Math geniuses, students, love. Yes, they do. You are true in observing that. However, I'm not concerned about that. The game will be done. The game will be over before they get to that because I control 3rd row. So my victory will happen before they get there. Okay, so right now I'm just playing patty cake. I go anywhere I want except the 3rd row. So pretty much anywhere I go, I'm just running out the clock. I'm very comfortable. I did all the hard work by setting up the victory, setting up my trap on the 3rd row, because I already know that I am player 1 and I control the odd rows. And that's why I can just now pretty much like patty cake with the computer. Even though this is a very advanced level, I am very relaxed. Oh, perfect. perfect. And that there it goes. It happened. It happened. The computer went on number 3. So now I absolutely have to go right here on top of it in number 3 to prevent this connect 4. They cannot go under me. They cannot have a victory before mine. If I don't go here and the computer goes here, if I don't go here and the computer puts a yellow here, I am forced to put a red here and forced to give up my victory on the 3rd row. So I have to block. I have to do this right now. And now I just pretty much run up the clock. Keep playing. I just avoid here. I'm just waiting for the computer to give up and put a yellow here, and I put a red here and get my victory. I am just playing patty cake, running the clock, and really makes no difference where I go. Keep going, and now it happens. I have forced the computer. I have forced their hand. There is no way. They have to go here, and by a matter of count, I control the 3rd row, and here is my victory on the 3rd row. Well, I should say our victory on the 3rd row. I expect you to play all these techniques against me. I expect you to win when you play against me. Let's change levels. I know this. I don't want this video to be too long, but let's change levels and let's show the last. Oh, there, fireworks celebration. Let's go ahead. I promise to show you. Let me show you the exceptionally hard where the computer starts. Okay, so this time we are playing second. We are playing second. We are also red. The computer, doesn't matter the colors, but we are playing second. Okay, so we know the computer is not going to play perfectly. So we know we have a victory. We have a chance of winning, even though we are going number 2. We are going 2. Why is that? Because the computer is number 1 and the computer is not playing perfectly. Not playing perfectly. This is not perfect AI. This is very difficult AI, very high level AI, but this is not perfect AI. So our victory is going to happen on the 2nd row, if possible. And they go first. Here, let's look. Computer is yellow. They went first, and they went right here on the 4th, in the center, basically, which is what we call 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right now, before we start, we can win here. We can win because we know that this is AI that is not perfect. So we play better, closer to perfection, we could win. Our victory, we are player 2, we are the even player. Our victory is going to happen either on the 2nd row, on the 4th row, or on the 6th row. As you know, we try to do it as soon as possible. 2, 4, 6. So we are the even player. The computer is player 1. They control the odd rows. Row 1, row 3, row 5. Okay, let's go on top of them in the middle in slot 4 or column 4. We are trying to control the 2nd row. Now, you notice the computer has set a trap for us. Right now, we have computer has 2 in a row. Yellow has 2 in a row. We have to block them either at 3 or at 6. You understand that if I go anywhere else, the computer is going to win because it's going to be a double threat, a 2-headed centipede, you know, a double threat, like a centipede with 2 heads on either side. So we have to go either far or near. I'm going to go here 3 because I don't want to disturb. My opportunity for row 2. So I'm going to go here right now. Let's see what the computer does. Where are they going to go? Are they going to go in the center? Or are they going to go in the side? I don't know. Oh, okay, they went in the center. Let us control. Let's decide. Let's try to win on the right-hand side. So we're going to try to win on the 2nd row right here before anything else. Let's see. Or here, whichever comes first. Let's see. Okay, go ahead. We are now going to take advantage of going right here. Okay, so now we have to play very intelligently. We have to play very intelligently. We have to. The computer has this is a very high level AI. The computer is trying to set up a trap for us. The computer is trying to create a threat of a connect 4 horizontally right here on the first row, and also diagonally right here. So if the computer puts a yellow piece right here, we are doomed, basically. If the computer gets away with putting yellow right here in slot 7, they will have a threat on the first row and also a threat diagonally. So we really have to, we have no choice, we have to stop them and put our red in slot 7. That's very important. You start recognizing these threats before they happen. There's a direct threat right here, skyscraper going up right the middle, 3 in a row. We have to block. Let's see what else we could do. And I spot, not a big deal, but I also want to block that threat right here, the threat of this diagonal. Okay, we are trying to cover everything possible and leave the computer of only having to go either here or here. Let's see. Let's go here, try to block. I'm also going to block. Again, we are just trying to run the clock. We've set up our trap. We are just trying to run the clock. I'm going to go here as well. I don't want to go here in slot 3 or 4 because I don't want to give the computer that risk. So let's keep going. And I go here. And now pretty much the computer has to go into one of these. And now the computer has just given up. Say they could have continued here, but we would have run away, run up the clock. At some point the computer would have been forced to either go on this side or on that side. So pretty much we've gotten our victory as predicted with a victory on the second row. The computer pretty much gave up at this level. A stronger AI might have tried to continue, delay our victory, but our victory is right here and it has happened. We are player 2 and we won on the second row. No surprise there. So right now I've shown you how to play. I've shown you on this website. We didn't beat all the levels, you know, from 1 to 4. I just on purpose I just showed you the last two, the most advanced two, 13 and 14. Hello world. Again, one more time, Dr. K here. This is the second website that I told you about. This is the perfect AI, the unbeatable AI. So the idea here is that if we go first, we have a chance of beating this computer, but we have to play perfectly, and our victory will only happen on the very last piece, which we will put on the 5th row, and it'll create our victorious Connect 4. If we play first, we have to play perfectly, and we'll really struggle to win, and our victory will come on the very last piece. If, however, the computer goes first, if the computer is player 1, we are toast. There's no hope. 100% the computer will win. I love this website the most. Let's play manual against auto, and I'll show you the solution. So right now you can see why this is a great tutorial, why this is a great, whoever did this is a, you know, math genius, definitely somebody much smarter than me. This is a great website. I'll put the link in the description like I said. Immediately you see, if you are player 1, you are red, you immediately see your options right here. Your victory, you see the thumbs up, the even, thumbs down, thumb up, which is a 0, and then the thumb down. So this tells you right here that you will win only if there's a thumb up. And right now, before we start the game, red can win in 21 moves if red plays perfectly. And the only slot that has a thumb up is right here. And it computes the solution. So now computer red says red can win in 20 moves. You know, before it was 21 moves. Now it's 20 moves. You know, in total, there are 42 spaces. So 21 red, 21 yellow. So right now you can see there's only one place that's ideal for us to play. Any other place the computer will win. Remember, we're player one. We're playing against perfect AI, and the only way to win if we go in slow. Everything else is worse. The more negative the number, the worse the decision it is. So you see that? Now, you might say, well, Dr. K, why are you playing with the solution shown? Because this is how we learn. This is a tutorial. You can also cover the solution and try to play. Does that make sense? So this is a great website to learn on. So right now we have to go here. And now you can see what happens. The options is, if I go in slot number 2, there's a thumb down with a -3. That's a bad choice. Don't go there. If I go slot number 1 on top of the yellow, that is a 0. That means you will lose your chance of victory, and all you could do next is a draw. The best you could do as red is a draw. Same thing here. So you see, this teaches you the how to play perfect Connect 4. And I have to admit, I have used this website. And it's like I said in the beginning of the video, this is one of my secrets. I am giving you, Dr. K is giving you his secrets of how to be great at Connect 4. And I recommend that you play this, show the solution, cover the solution, and play against this perfect Connect 4. Don't be dismayed if you lose a lot, because again, you're playing as unbeatable AI. I just wanted to show it. The website that I think you will benefit more of before you get here is the one that I talked earlier, the Helpful Games website. That is it from Dr. K right here. I love Connect 4. I am proud of you. I am the luckiest teacher in the world. I have the best students in the world. And let's play Connect 4 and let's be math geniuses.